All right.
Hey Buns, well, I have
Let's see what
some
Zepla
pretty
has to
crazy
say
news to share with you today. I couldn't believe what I was reading this morning when I hopped on Twitter and I saw this. Final Fantasy XIV is now so popular that Square Enix have had to stop selling it and are pulling all advertising for the game.
Oh no,
not
bro.
a joke. This is not a drill.
Oh no,
there are literally
bro.
so many Buns out there now that we are popping out of the proverbial pants that held us before. The pants cannot hold us any longer. the Buns have grown. So
I guess I'm probably
I have not read the official
them.
notice about this yet. We're gonna read it together right now.
Let's fix your camera.
What a time! What a time to be alive. I mean, I can't blame them. The game is also suffering from its own success.
There's a chip shortage right now, so there's problems locking down the servers.
Everybody.
This is affecting everything, even automobile production.
To play because it's great. It is the king of games.
It's like New World's fighting
Squeenix
for servers, I think.
Of course, link to it below. This is a message from Naoki Yoshida. Response to congestion as of December 15th. Hello, this is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. We apologize for the ongoing congestion that has been occurring since early access and the official launch of Endwalker. It's been nearly 2 weeks since the start of early access, and players are still experiencing substantial congestion when logging into the game. As we have new content set to release in upcoming patches, I'd like to provide you with several updates on our plans to address these issues. Now, you might not be aware, maybe you are, that we did get 7 days of free game time because of the initial massive login queues, but here we are, almost 2 weeks into, or it has been 2 weeks since you could start playing through early access, and the login queues are still absolutely crazy. Actually, I just posted a community poll. Let me pull it up here. I was surprised that almost half of the people who responded,
12% haven't been able to play at all.
Damn.
1 hour queues, 40% can't log in at off hours when queues are smaller.
Than you normally would,
oh wow!
Than you actually want to or could.
That was a day ago on the 16th, so that was 4 days ago. It's 5 days ago when this was.
About 46% of you are logging in at off hours when the queues are smaller, and I assume you have trained your cat how to like bap your space bar every now and then to keep you from
I just log
out.
in early enough.
I personally did not expect these.
I think I should probably log in now if I'm gonna get to it.
Launch, but I mean, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? I mean, the game.
I think
get
maybe
worse.
it's died a little bit since
ago.
then, though.
It's still a lot of people trying to get through a very long story and get geared up and getting excited for the new raids that are going to be out soon. So I was thinking, well, maybe they should give us even more free game time because some people are not able to.
I think more free game. Yeah, I'll take some more free game time if that's on the table.
They are not able to play.
You could just give it to me in the Mog Station via Fantasia or something if you want.
Log into the game are preventing players from playing, and for this we sincerely apologize.
Is Fantasia it's like the Mog changer? No,
more
it's
like queuers than
the character reader. I don't want Fantasia.
In response to this, we recently granted 7 days of game time, but now we will also be granting an additional 14 days. This will apply to all players, including those with multiple accounts who own the full version of the game and have an active subscription.
Play Final Fantasy.
Tuesday, December 21st.
It's free.
At 12 a.m. PST, which is the scheduled release date for patch.
Or no, play Final Fantasy. We pay you.
6.01. Further details regarding eligibility will be announced separately.
They should just pay us.
So yes, they are giving us an additional 14 days of game time to compensate for the fact that there's too many people that want to play.
I think if it delays any further, we should get stock. We should get stock options
to fit all of the buttons in there.
Just some stock options.
It's only a stopgap solution as we wait for a real solution of getting more servers added. And
start a coin. Start
time and it takes materials.
Start a coin. We'll buy that coin.
Chip shortage and other stuff, like basically the mats are really rare. The mats
all world's maintenance.
Hard to farm out. So. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Players are currently experiencing extremely long wait times due to the dense concentration of play hours, which far exceed our server capacity, especially during the peak times. So we have decided to temporarily suspend the sale and
Zepla, you got something in your hair.
delivery of Final Fantasy XIV Starter Edition and
I would tell you. I'm the friend that would tell you if you got a booger hanging out of here. I notice it. I know you would probably notice it if you were looking at it yourself, and you probably want somebody to tell you you got something
Additionally,
right there.
although those with an active subscription are prioritized to log in, free trial players are unable to log in outside of late night and early morning hours. And so we will
Well, I
also
mean,
temporarily...
it's free trial though, so it doesn't really matter if it's a free trial player. Those guys, I think, would even understand a little bit less priority. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not good. It's just, you understand. That's how the servers, it's the nature of the servers. My gunbreaker is 26 in queue, guys. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Cause what is it? 9 a.m. 26 in queue. That's not bad. What is it? This one here. Wham. Does that show? I'm trying to show y'all my game, but I ain't done this in so long. It's been so many years. So many years, guys. Here it goes. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll get back over here, though. Let's go back. Oh, it's actually logging in right there as we speak as well. All right, Zepla, what else?
Suspend new registrations for the free trial.
Not like it wasn't hard to register to begin with.
We killed it.
Have you tried Final Fantasy? It's a really fun MMO. The trial now includes Heaven's Word.
About the free trial. We let everybody know about the free trial so much.
It only took you a year. That's the power of that meme.
Yeah, these temporary suspensions.
It just gathered enough momentum.
Over the next few days, as we work with our retail partners, we will be coordinating with them as swiftly as possible. But please bear in mind that this will be a gradual process.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to like? You're gonna have to meet somebody in a back alley to get a bootleg. I don't think so.
I'll take all of it.
Because I guess they're probably not going to be allowing new registrations of accounts. But I never expected that this would happen. Oh, that's not it though. That's not all. We will also.
But wait, there's more.
New advertisements. However,
yeah, they're not advertising the game anymore.
Some of the advertisements, due to the nature of how they're set up. We appreciate your patience and understanding regarding this matter. We cannot sell the game and we cannot advertise this game. There's too many damn people that want to play this game. Shut the door and lock it. It's like a zombie horde trying to get in.
Oh no.
We've got to board up the doors, draw the curtains, because it's just...
Attention Walmart shoppers.
Expansion packs and collector's edition digital upgrades will continue to be available for existing players so that they may upgrade as needed.
Upgrade?
Let me tell you something though. This is not going to have the... Well, okay, it will work in the meantime. It'll work temporarily, but doing something like this will only make people want to play the game more than they had ever wanted to play before. I don't know if you ever seen that South Park episode.
I think that's the idea.
Cartman opens up a theme
It's a good
park
idea.
And he makes ads showing that he's the only one that can go on the roller coaster.
Yoshi P's a black mage.
This made everybody crazy.
He thinks this way?
Wanted to get into this theme park so bad, and that's exactly what's happening with Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, I got a Game Force
As
ready
soon as they
driver
lift these
update
restrictions,
available.
We are going to have a flood of people coming in like we have
Yeah,
never
it's gonna be
seen
crazy.
before. Okay, we're gonna have a flood so bad, Minphilia is not gonna be able to help us.
The likes of
They've
which...
been invited by their friends and family who have been considering joining. Too late. Too bad.
You're too late.
As well as our retail partners.
Oh,
We
man.
sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. and we ask
Swiper
your
swiped up all the
understanding and
servers.
cooperation in order to reduce congestion. We will continue to monitor this situation as we continue the timing around resuming sales.
Okay.
We also addressed error 2002 that you might be familiar with if you spent a ton of time in the login queue for Final Fantasy 14. And at this point, I mean, who hasn't? I myself got this error several times, and it is the worst because you'll be sitting in a queue like thousands of people long, and then you get this error, and it
Well, you still got like 3 minutes to log right back in, so your position isn't totally lost.
kicks you out of the game, and you have to start all over at the back of the line. So they have fixed it, thankfully, and the patch that will fix this bug will be
That's
released
trauma.
on the
You can see the trauma.
on Tuesday, December 21st. Now, a lot of people are probably really upset about the fact that these massive lobbies
Alizé,
of
she's
have
waiting for the
prevented them
cues.
from getting to
Ah,
level
the
90, have
cues.
prevented them from practicing the rotation, getting better at their character, getting geared up, all things that are going to be necessary for the upcoming raid content, especially Savage.
Oh yeah.
So people are feeling like they're gotten behind, and it's really no fault of
Yeah.
their own. So addressing this, unfortunately, the raid schedule will continue as planned. The
This is
raids are
just the
not going to be
Fallout
delayed.
Yoshi was
Pandemonium, Asphodelos,
worried about to
Savage
begin with.
will be released in patch 6.05 on Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. We do plan to release the patch as scheduled. We understand that there are concerns.
I gotta
about
find out what the
workers, racists,
prerequisites.
and
I wonder if
progression.
Zepla has a prerequisites for Pandemonium as Fidelius as Fidelis Savage. There's probably like a pre-raid best in slot you could get.
Patch 6.05 will add a number of new elements, such as the addition of a new Algan Tombstone, new crafting recipes, as well as the new treasure hunt dungeon, the Excitotron 6000. Many people are looking forward to content aside from
The
high
Porno
elite.
6000.
Furthermore, considering the balance of the rewards and item levels from said content, we cannot withhold only the Savage raid. So rebalancing these would delay the patch release by several weeks. It would affect patch 6.1 and beyond. We regret to say this, and
Point
it's a major congestion,
6.1
but as
and
mentioned
beyond.
earlier, unless there are major issues, we plan to release the patch as scheduled. We ask for your understanding and cooperation regarding this matter. I kind of do see both sides of this issue. Like, I really feel for people that have been completely unable to play, have been unable to do the things that I listed before, like level up, getting geared, and now
Imagine being somebody who's been playing Final Fantasy and you can't play.
are a little bit
Like
of
you were one of the loyal ones all
a
along.
disadvantage, or a major disadvantage, if you're not able to even get to level 90. On the one hand, yeah,
Yikes.
I kind of get what they're coming from, where they don't want to screw up the whole release schedule for the entire expansion. And they
Yep,
like to
yep,
have the very
yep.
orderly, very structured release of patches, and they don't want to throw a wrench in the whole thing. Like, I understand that to a degree,
Totally.
but at the same time, I do feel these are extenuating circumstances for raiders.
Extenuating,
need
yeah.
time to level, need time to gear, need time to practice that they have not been able to get because they cannot even play the game right now. And so my heart really goes out to those people. I tend to focus on raiding myself, so maybe that's why I'm more sympathetic to people that are raiding and looking forward to Savage and unable to
Simpatico.
get ready for it. So I don't know. I guess I am a little bit torn on it, but I wish that there were.
I'm all
another
out of
way.
faith.
Maybe they should have.
I'm a little
ways that
torn.
they could have delayed Savage somewhat, to at least try. But who knows how? Honestly, as you can see, I'm kind of going back and forth on this. Because I'm thinking,
Yeah,
who
you look
knows
like you're
how
thinking on
long
the
these
spot.
issues will persist. Who knows
Yeah.
how long we're going to continue to have a massive.
It'll
lobby
probably
queue,
happen
even if
in
they stop
quarters.
advertising the game, even if they stop selling the game. We still are way past the maximum capacity, it seems, and this
We have a
expansion is
labor
absolutely phenomenal.
shortage,
The
a
content
chip
has been
shortage.
incredible. Everything that I've tried so far, not to get too far off track,
Yeah.
but the word will continue to spread. Word of mouth will continue to spread, and I think that we. Okay, well, here we go. Actually, this is the next section. The next section is addressing the immediate thought that I just had, which was we need bigger long-term solutions. We need to get bigger pants. Where are the bigger pants? So, since July 2021, in order to accommodate this significant increase in the number of new players, we've been working towards building a new logical data center and adding new worlds. However, due to the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have not been able to make any additions due to the suspension of semiconductor production at manufacturing factories.
That's the
decreasing
chip
production
shortage.
quantities, as well as a shortage of raw materials. Yeah, the materials are really rare, like I mentioned before. Although we are investing much more money than usual, our attempts to alleviate the ongoing congestion situation are being delayed due to the physical shortage of server equipment. I don't know. I don't understand anything about this stuff, okay? Like, do you need, like, rocks? Do you need gems? Do you need...
There's freighters that are parked offshore that can't make their deliveries.
They don't have anything else to do anyway because they're in a 10,000 person queue. These are MMO players we're talking about. Okay, just tell them where to gather the materials. We will go out there. We will gather it. Just tell us where to send it. In all seriousness, though, I can't help but wonder if all of this attention on Final Fantasy XIV's popularity would maybe get some higher ups at Square Enix more concerned about this. Like, isn't there anybody in the whole company that can pull some strings and like get the stuff that's required? Like I said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm really talking out of my buns here. This is not my field of expertise. With the
Yeah.
help of IT equipment vendors from all over the world, We are slowly beginning to receive information about delivery dates and figures, considering the high specification requirements for FFXIV servers, along with the fact that adding a single logical data center requires hundreds of servers. We invariably need much more time.
I feel like they're just
But
like
we're starting to see some
Amazon
progress.
over
In line
there.
with this, the server and infrastructure teams are working together to plan for new additions.
Because doesn't
We hope
Amazon
to be
host all
able
the
to
servers?
Provide some sort of roadmap by the end of January 2020.
I don't think they host like the
We need to
Square
call
Enix
Enzo,
servers,
we need to
but
call
I don't know if
Brandon, we need to
that has
call
something to
the,
do with the fact that there's a chip
Five
shortage.
parents, and I'm sure everybody will come through in the end and bring us the semiconductors that we need. We are considering
She's
adding servers to
shaking.
each region, especially plans for a large-scale addition in North America and Europe. We'll be looking at the number of servers, infrastructure, construction time, power issues, and server rack situation to see if we should do this sequentially or in one big push. Either way, the plan is to introduce a large number of additions, which we intend to carry
That's just
out quickly and
transparency.
safely
Like,
with
you're
as
not meant to
minimal
understand what's going
inconvenience
on. You're
possible.
meant to
We'll
know
follow
that
up
they're
regarding
working
this
on
matter
it.
as we progress. I honestly have complete faith in them that this is
Yeah,
their number one
so
priority, and they are doing everything they can
it's all
to
good.
add more servers. But it's a complicated situation right now because of the state of the world. This notice also mentions that since the release of Endwalker, they received a large number of inquiries from players who've been unable to play the game due to errors that occurred during payment or code registration. After reviewing the
great.
details of these inquiries, we found that the accounts involved are being accessed from the same environment as those used by a group of people.
Whenever the pre-expansion came out, the early access, the early release, I got an Endwalker early release version. I was able to play Endwalker for like a week or so. Like, I don't know when the day ran out. I think it ran out when Endwalker released. So on release day, the pre-release Endwalker key code was invalidated. And then I got this thing that popped up when I was going to log in, and it was like, oh, hey, like if you put in the registration code for the next expansion, then like, you know, something. And I'm like, oh no, the queues, I'm trying to get to my queue. Like, I want to get logged in real fast. So I just like got rid of that, went logged in real fast. And I had been playing for a couple of days, and I sat there one day. I was sitting there in my what do you call it, the barracks. I was sitting in the barracks, and I was looking at my squadron missions, and I was leveling up my squad, my command mission squad. And I was like, how long until I hit the next level? Because I thought, you know, you could be like a level 81 running level 50 dungeons and command missions and still get some XP. So I was doing that to level up my followers for some of the other classes or jobs I was going to level up later. So anyways, all that to say, I realized my XP bar was locked, and it looked like it was like scaled down locked, and I wasn't in a dungeon anymore. I was like outside inside of my barracks. So I was like, huh. And I went and changed class to my Reaper right quick. And that's what I did the first day. Like, I noticed that was going on, and I switched classes, and I saw I could still be level 90. I could still run around on my Reaper and go to all the level 90 places. I could still fly and stuff like that. So I was like, huh, like, I still have the expansion, so it's not like it ran out. And I think that's how I brushed it off, and why it took me a couple of days to realize I'd been playing and not getting any experience, because I was trying to level up past 80, and I didn't put in my Endwalker registration code. So like, yeah, all that. Like, it took me 3 days to figure out.
People who are believed to be providing suspicious services. What?
This is something else though. I don't know what
As a
suspicious
result,
services.
These accounts were determined to be using suspicious services.
It's like OnlyFans.
Temporarily access user accounts to log in and make payments or create accounts on their behalf, and were blocked from payment and code registrations as a part of fraud prevention.
So people were trying to
Such
buy leveling
suspicious
services.
may have a history of theft or other fraudulent credit card activity, and we cannot do anything other than safeguard against such activity and cannot restore those accounts. As a reminder, we ask you to refrain from using such suspicious
Third-party
services
websites.
for your own good.
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding this, they had
That's like a drug deal going south and you calling the cops.
sus people and scammers write in and say that they're having some errors, and they found out that those accounts were involved with suspicious services. So they said, oh, not only are we not going to help you, but you're banned, and you're banned for life. You better not use this, be so suspicious in the future for your own good.
Yeah, yeah.
So the imposters have been found. That's a nice way to end this notice. We will continue to provide our utmost support so that everyone around the world can play comfortably. We sincerely apologize for the inconveniences caused by our overwhelming popularity, coolness, and success. What a crazy, this might be the craziest thing I've ever read on the Lodestone. I knew the game was popular. I never dreamed that it would get to this point where they have to literally stop advertising it. Like, now I feel like I need to amend my habit of immediately launching into the free trial. Oh, you're looking for a new game to play? Well, have you considered Final Fantasy XIV, which includes the free trial? I can't say that. I've said too much. So do you think that this will help? Do you think
You gotta give people the handshake. If they know the handshake, then you're like, oh, okay. Just do this. If they know what you're talking about.
Give up on that and forget about the game that everybody else gets to play except them? And you think they're just going to put it out of their minds and try not to think about it? Or do you think that maybe that will work for a time? But I imagine that as soon as those doors open again, we will have chaos and bunarchy once more. So,
well,
let me know what
at
you
least as
think
much
about
as
all
can
this
be
in the
rendered
comments.
within your
Let me
little
know what
circle,
your
right?
situation has been like with the login queue. I made a poll about it, but I sure would love to hear from you. Let me know what you're doing in the queue. Well, actually, don't tell me that. Please don't do that. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely had a lot of fun going through this info with you. So if you like this video, please consider supporting the channel on Patreon or on Twitch. You can also support the channel for free just by clicking the subscribe button or by sharing this video with your fellow warriors of light. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.